Nurse Eliza arrives at Hope General Hospital, warmly welcomed by the hospital staff. She seems efficient, and her skills in nursing quickly impresses the doctors. Chinwe is amazed by Eliza's competence, but notices subtle mistakes in her procedures that others seems to overlook. Chinwe's curiosity is piqued. Mr. Okoro, a wealthy businessman, is admitted with an unusual illness. Nurse Eliza takes special interest in his case, and her treatment seems unconventional, raising questions in Chinwe's mind. After being treated by Nurse Eliza for a minor ailment, Ada's condition suddenly worsens, and the doctors are baffled. Chinwe notices Nurse Eliza's calm demeanor and wonders if there is more to Ada's sudden crisis. Nurse Grace expresses concern about Eliza's method. Eliza brushes her off, but Grace begins keeping a close eye on her. Chinwe overhears this conversation and her suspicions grew. Chinwe secretly reviews patient's record and discovers a pattern of deteriorating conditions under Eliza's care. She shares her findings with Dr. Emmanuel, but he dismisses her claim as the paranoia of an inexperienced intern. An elderly patient, Mr. Ade, confides in Chinwe that he saw Nurse Eliza tampering with medications, but no one believes him because of his age. This revelation shakes Chinwe, who feels she's getting closer to the truth. Mr. Okoro dies under mysterious circumstances, and Nurse Eliza is oddly unaffected. Dr. Uche begins to support Chinwe's suspicions. However, Eliza's influence over the hospital staff makes it difficult for them to take actions. Dr. Chinwe and Dr. Uche and Nurse Grace confront Dr. Emmanuel with their suspicions. He reluctantly agrees to investigate, but Eliza seems to be one step ahead, altering records to cover her track. Chinwe and Dr. Uche sets a trap for Nurse Eliza by secretly monitoring her activities with hidden cameras. The footage reveals her tampering with medication and falsifying patient records. The hidden footage is presented to Dr. Emmanuel and the chief matron Bello. Everyone is horrified by the revelation. Eliza tries to defend herself, but the evidence were overwhelming. Inspector Bamidele arrives to arrest Nurse Eliza. It was revealed that she is not a licensed nurse, but a skilled con artist who had been exploiting the system for years. The hospital is left in shock as they realize how close they came to disaster. After Eliza's arrest, the hospital undergoes a complete overhaul of its protocols. Chinwe was commended for her bravery, while Dr. Emmanuel grapples with the guilt of not believing her earlier. Nurse Grace continues her work, but with a sharper eye for potential danger. Chinwe contemplates about the events. She's learned that trusting her instincts can save lives, and that even those in positions of trust, like Nurse Eliza, must be held accountable. The hospital and its staff have emerged stronger and more vigilant, and they were committed to patients' safety. After Nurse Eliza's arrest, the hospital undergoes major reform. Security is heightened, patient care is more closely monitored, and a new protocol for staff's training were implemented. The staff they feel as if things were renewed and they feel a renewed sense of purpose. And the Hope General Hospital begins to regain its reputation. Chinwe is promoted for her role in the uncovering of Nurse Eliza's deception. She is now a senior intern, monitoring or mentoring other young medical staff. Her journey from curiosity observer to trusted leader has come to full circle. Dr. Emmanuel reflects on how close he came to allowing tragedy due to his blind trust on Eliza. He vows to be more vigilant in the future, learning that even experienced professionals can make grave error if they ignore signs of misconduct. After Eliza's exposure, Nurse Grace became more alert to potential malpractice in the hospital. She advocates for a nurse integrity program that ensures all staffs are held accountable for their action. Her doubts about Eliza had gone on ahead, and now she is a key player in ensuring no such betrayal happens again. Inspector Bamidele wraps up the investigation, uncovering that Eliza had a history of moving from hospital to hospital, exploiting her fake credentials. She has been running this scheme for years, but Hope General was her last stop. The case brings about reforms in the medical licensing procedure across the country. Mr. Ade is publicly acknowledged by the hospital for his role in exposing Nurse Eliza. His observations were key in breaking the case. And despite being dismissed initially, his courage in speaking out is honored. Dr. Uche credits Chinwe for inspiring him to take a stand against Eliza. He admits that he was initially hesitant, but her determination helped him see that doing the right thing is more important than maintaining the status quo. They form a strong friendship built on mutual respect. A new batch of interns arrive at Hope General. Ready to learn, Chinwe watches them with a smile, knowing that they will face their own set of challenges, but also knowing that the hospital is now a safer place for both the staff and the patients. Nurse Eliza is sentenced to a long prison term for her crimes. As she sits in her cells, she reflects on how close she came to getting away with it. But the hospital she once exploited is stronger now, and her legacy is one of deception, betrayal, and downfall. Hope Hospital is now running smoothly with a renewed sense of purpose. The staff has learned from their experience and they are more united than ever in their commitment to providing safe, ethical care. Chinwe walks out of the hospital looking up at the sky, knowing that she played a crucial role in protecting countless lives. The hospital implements new procedure for verifying credentials and monitoring patient care, and also encouraging staff to report suspicious behavior. Dr. Chinwe and Dr. Uche are part of task force that are designed these protocols, ensuring future safety. Chinwe's family reads about her bravery in uncovering Nurse Eliza's malpractice. They are proud, and her father praises her determination. Chinwe feels a deep sense of accomplishment, knowing she has made a difference in the hospital and in people's life. Dr. Emmanuel formally and personally apologizes to Chinwe for not believing her earlier. He admits that his trust in Eliza blinded him, and he pledges to always listen to concern, no matter who raises them. This moment marks a new beginning for them. As professionals, Nurse Grace take on a new role as a trainer for incoming nurses, focusing on ethics and vigilance in healthcare. She uses her experience with Eliza to teach them the importance of speaking up when something feels wrong. In a public ceremony, Mr. Ade is honored for his bravery in reporting Nurse Eliza's action. The hospital staff claps for him and he is moved to tears. His persistence and wisdom, despite being an elderly patient, are recognized and celebrated. With Eliza gone and the new protocols in place, the hospital staff feel a renewed sense of teamwork and trust morale improves as everyone works together to maintain the integrity and safety of Hope General Hospital. Chinwe and Dr. Uche's friendship deepened after the ordeal. They often reflected on their journey of uncovering the truth, and both feel stronger and more capable as a result. Their bond is built on mutual respect and shared experience. Inspector Bamidele holds a press conference warning other hospitals to be vigilant about credential fraud and quackery. He explains how Eliza was able to infiltrate the system and emphasizes the importance of strict background check and ongoing staff evaluations. The story of Nurse Eliza gains national attention, with Tinway and Dr. Uche becoming a public figure for their role in exposing the malpractice. They use the platform to advocate for safer healthcare practices and encourage other young medical professionals to trust their instincts. In her prison cell, Eliza reads a letter from a former colleague. She reflects on how her choices, showing no remorse but realizing the walls are closing in around her. Her once confident demeanor is now marked with bitterness as she acknowledges that she will never return to the life she once led. After the scandal, Chiwe decides to pursue further medical studies to become a doctor. She inspires and was inspired by her experience and wants to continue her journey in medicine with a focus on patient safety and ethical practices. After a long career, Dr. Emmanuel decides to retire, feeling that Eliza's scandal took a toll on him. He reflects on his career, proud of his work but also aware of the mistakes he made. His departure marks the end of an era at Hope General Hospital. Under new leadership, Hope General continued to thrive. The lessons learned from the Los Eliza scandal shaped the hospital policies, making it a beacon of safety and trust in the healthcare community. Thank you for listening. If you've not subscribed, please click on the subscription button to be subscribed to this channel. Thank you.